Angeles Coliseum, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Trojans will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Rutgers offense will get the first crack at it here. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch. Fun to watch them rotate, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Scarlet Knights are moving quickly down the field. Fights off a defender. Turning it on. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. The seventh play of this opening drive will be a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on third down. And it looks as if they're going to try field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. So the USC Trojans offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm into...
Breaks into the open. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, Trojan. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Scarlet Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Power football with the run. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Scarlet Knights line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The speed, the shakiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. To the air on first down. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Great pass, it's complete. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll do it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, USC!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Hawaii ran roughshod over the competition en route to a double-digit victory, and they looked clean doing it. And I don't just mean in those gorgeous unis. This team is buttoned up.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw.
Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. He hits that hole. It opened up for him as he gets 6 and all the way out to the 9-yard line. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it falls in, complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. And the Scarlet Knights decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll return it from the 50. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Trying to barrel in. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead.
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fears the pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. Quickly complete. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Using his legs, it's Randall. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. The Scarlet Knights send out the punt unit. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Try to get it to the edge. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the 1st quarter as we take a look at the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. Looking to throw on 1st down. Sets up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. And the Trojans are marching down the field. Just keeps slinging it. He's got his man, makes the grab. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The Trojans trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown Trojans! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
USC 28, Rutgers 3.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Sends it back in motion. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Got enough for the first. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose. And he just kept running. Ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rutgers.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. They'll run the screen. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield. 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Unleashes one. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Works the middle of the field. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Winston. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. It has been a rocky ride through Big Ten play so far, and they're running out of time to turn it around.
Yeah, and sometimes the Big Ten will do that to you, right? It's a competitive conference. There's a lot of competitive environments that you have to step into, and they haven't been great this season. Let's be honest. But Jesse,
and the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Oh, he's got some space. At the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Trojans.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
Rutgers, 10.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find them.
And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The give to the tailback. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. The Scarlet Knights will punt this one away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Wants to go up top on first down. He fires to the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Touchdown, USC! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3's coming soon.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Missouri is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Wisconsin. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that.
There he goes. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. To the air on first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Winston. He'll work his way down to the 28.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Made a defender miss. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Scarlet Knights are in the red zone. Looking downfield on first down. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. It's complete on the right side. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Green. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And the Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking downfield very late in the half. Moves away as he feels pressure. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going for it all. Touchdown, Southern Cal! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. We're just about ready to start the second half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Got his man downfield. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Trojans will have it 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. Got the quick pass. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. With that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
The Trojans are on the move. He'll keep it himself. Turning it on! And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Trojans started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
He'll pull it on the read. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Going to swing it on second down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
You could just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Under fire. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. The Scarlet Knights will send out the punt unit. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative and play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
To the air on 1st down. Buying some time. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Wants to throw it. Quick strike complete. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. Oh, they're after him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Getting deep in the 3rd quarter here. Clock stopped with 1.5 minutes to go. Quarterback making checks. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Rushes on him. Right on target this time. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Tight end finds a soft spot. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. This is a design run. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The snap sets up the throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's got him in the flat. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Trojans! Fit it in the window for the score. My goodness, he is putting on a laser show right now. Liner, Palmer, Pat Hayden, Marinovich, you name it. These guys are going to be looking up at this dude.
Just spinning the bean all over the yard, and that's why you come to USC. Those names you mentioned, and you know that ball's going to be in your hands. You get to go make plays, and he is doing exactly that.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Zips it out to his man. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. To the air, it's Casey. Can't connect on his first throw.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as
ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the 1st down marker. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Toss sweep right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Off-play action on 1st down. Under fire. He's going to throw deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Snap it to the back. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Casey. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Scarlet Knights with the 1st and 10. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The Scarlet Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. And it'll be down right there.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
They'll run the toss. Breaks into the open. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the touchdown Trojans. He got a step and just dusted the field. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And they tacked on the extra point.
66, Rutgers, 17.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Back to pass, it's Casey. Gets it out fast. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
And the ball comes to rest right there.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
The give as they work on that clock. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming.
Trying to beat the D deep. Holds it in on the left. Finds some room. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Missouri is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Wisconsin.
Looking downfield, it's Casey.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. He's open on the right, and he's still running after the move. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And back to the air on 2nd down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes in the 22. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Bringing the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. It is true as he puts 3 on the board.
Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of their way with their fingernail.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Firing to the right, complete. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40.
I'll tell you, you got to be careful if you're the defense right now because you're behind. I know you want to be aggressive. You might want to start blitzing, getting a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, but this offense is going to take opportunities when they have one-on-ones, and they just did right there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Hill. Open space at the 25. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Wants to throw again. Makes the grab. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's screen. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. A designed run for the quarterback. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. And the Trojans in the hurry-up. Quarterback keeps it. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Casey. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you could just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
He'll do it himself. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the
looking for the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing. at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Looking to pass. It's Casey. On target. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes. Late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Scarlet Knights lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's McCoy. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
One more play to pad the stats. Toss to the outside. Oh, he's got some space. The 40. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one,